Have you heard what happened to Princess Charlene of Monaco? Her life has taken a turbulent turn, marked by rumors of a cheating scandal and whispers of her husband's alleged affairs. As the world watched the fairy tale marriage between Charlene and Prince Albert unravel, shocking revelations surfaced, shaking the very foundation of Monaco's royal family. But how did it all go so wrong for the princess who once seemed to have it all? The fairy tale marriage began in July 2011, when the world watched in awe as Princess Charlene of Monaco, a former Olympic swimmer from South Africa, married Prince Albert II, the reigning monarch of the tiny yet glamorous Principality of Monaco. The event was a dazzling spectacle reminiscent of royal weddings of old. The union of a prince and a commoner captured the imaginations of millions. For many, the wedding symbolized the continuation of Monaco's legacy, with Charlene stepping into the role once famously occupied by Albert's mother, Grace Kelly. The ceremony was held over 2 days. The civil ceremony followed by a religious service in Monaco's princely palace, with European royalty, Hollywood stars, and the world's media in attendance. Charlene wore a breathtaking Giorgio Armani Priv gown adorned with 40,000 Swarovski crystals and 20,000 mother-of-pearl teardrops. The entire event, from the elaborate floral arrangements to the majestic fireworks over the Monaco harbor, painted the image of a royal couple destined for happiness. Charlene and Albert, at least publicly, appeared to be the perfect couple, charming, elegant, and united in their roles as Monaco's royal leaders. The global fascination with their marriage was understandable. Monaco is a place synonymous with luxury, glamour, and intrigue. For decades, Prince Albert had been one of Europe's most eligible bachelors. As the son of Grace Kelly, one of the most iconic figures of the 20th century, and Prince Rainier III, he had always been in the public eye. His wedding to Charlene, a professional athlete turned princess, felt like the culmination of years of speculation about when and whom Albert would marry. Charlene brought her own unique story to the union. She wasn't just any bride, but a talented athlete who had represented South Africa on the world stage. Charlene had grown up far from the glitz of Monaco's elite. She had represented South Africa in swimming at the Sydney Olympics and had a down-to-earth charm and beauty that quickly made her a beloved figure both in Monaco and internationally. Her entrance into the royal family was seen as a modern fairy tale, a girl from humble beginnings marrying into one of the world's most glamorous royal families. However, even from the outset, there were subtle signs that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Rumors began circulating before the wedding, hinting that Princess Charlene had cold feet. Reports emerged suggesting that she had attempted to flee Monaco just days before the ceremony, only to be persuaded, or, as some claimed, pressured, into going through with the wedding. The palace strongly denied these allegations, insisting that Charlene was committed to her marriage, but the rumors planted seeds of doubt about the true nature of their relationship. Nevertheless, the world remained enchanted by the royal couple. In public, Princess Charlene and Prince Albert appeared poised and happy, embodying Monaco's regal charm. Charlene's beauty and athleticism perfectly complemented Albert's royal lineage. The couple seemed to have found a balance between their public responsibilities and private lives, making them appear on the surface to be the perfect royal match. For the people of Monaco and royal watchers worldwide, this marriage seemed to be a continuation of the Principality's rich legacy. Charlene took on charitable roles, much like Grace Kelly had done before her, and with her radiant smile, she seemed to embrace her new life as a royal. Together, Albert and Charlene appeared poised to continue the royal legacy that Grace and Rainier had begun. A new chapter in Monaco's history filled with love, tradition, and duty. Yet behind the glossy public image, there were growing signs of strain. Princess Charlene's demeanor during royal events often seemed reserved, even distant, prompting whispers about her happiness in the marriage. While Albert appeared confident in his role as Monaco's prince, Charlene was often seen struggling to adjust to the public scrutiny that came with being a member of one of Europe's most high-profile royal families. As the years went by, rumors of discontent in the royal household persisted, even as Princess Charlene and Prince Albert continued to maintain a public facade of unity. The truth behind the royal glamour was beginning to unravel. Whispers of infidelity and emotional strain started to take center stage. Behind closed doors, the hidden troubles in their relationship became harder to ignore. Over the years, Princess Charlene's apparent unhappiness grew more evident. During royal events, she often appeared solemn or preoccupied, and onlookers frequently noted her body language. This shift was subtle at first, but as time went on, it became more pronounced, fueling speculation about the true state of her marriage. Media outlets, always eager to uncover secrets from behind the walls of royal households, began to pick up on these subtle cues. Reports suggested that Princess Charlene was struggling with her new life as a member of Monaco's royal family. Unlike Prince Albert, who was born and raised in the glare of public scrutiny, Charlene had lived a relatively private life before marrying into the monarchy. The transition from an Olympic athlete to a royal, with all the pressures and expectations that came with it, seemed to weigh heavily on her. Behind closed doors, it was rumored that Charlene found the royal lifestyle stifling. The constant public attention, the unrelenting royal protocol, and the scrutiny of her every move appeared to take an emotional toll on her. More troubling still, whispers circulated that her relationship with Prince Albert was far from the picture-perfect union it was presented to be. Those close to the couple speculated that Charlene was deeply unhappy in her marriage, but felt trapped by her royal responsibilities and the weight of public expectation. By 2017, the media began to report more frequently on Princess Charlene's emotional distance during public appearances. Though she continued to perform her royal duties, her interactions with Prince Albert seemed increasingly formal and detached. The couple, once adored for their apparent affection for one another, now appeared strained. At times, Charlene seemed almost melancholic, as if the burden of maintaining the facade of a perfect marriage had become too heavy to bear. Despite these outward signs, the royal family remained tight-lipped. The palace in Monaco is known for keeping family matters private, and it did little to address the growing rumors of a troubled marriage. The official narrative remained that the couple was strong and committed to their roles, even as media outlets hinted otherwise. Still, the rumors persisted, and for many, it was only a matter of time before more concrete revelations would surface. Adding to the speculation were reports from sources close to the royal family, who hinted at ongoing tensions within the marriage. Some suggested that Princess Charlene was feeling isolated and lonely despite her elevated status. There were also rumors that Prince Albert's demanding schedule and his duties as the ruler of Monaco had contributed to the emotional distance between them. Though Prince Albert remained a prominent public figure, Charlene seemed increasingly reluctant to be in the spotlight. By 2020, these rumors had only intensified. Some media outlets suggested that the couple was living largely separate lives. Princess Charlene's absences from major royal events began to raise eyebrows, and speculation mounted that her marriage to Albert was deeply troubled. Her prolonged stays away from Monaco, particularly during her visits to South Africa, further fueled the narrative that she was seeking distance from her royal life, and possibly even her husband. The glamorous image of Monaco's royal couple was fading. The cheating scandal rumors and revelations added to the turmoil. The first major revelation came shortly after the couple's wedding in 2011, when news surfaced that Prince Albert might have fathered another child out of wedlock. While Albert had already publicly acknowledged 2 illegitimate children from previous relationships, Jasmine Grace Grimaldi, born in 1992, and Alexandra Coste, born in 2003. These revelations were thought to be part of his past. However, rumors persisted that Albert had been unfaithful even after his engagement to Charlene was announced, and that a third child, allegedly born during their relationship, was being kept under wraps. Headlines splashed across tabloids speculating about the identity of the mother and the impact this revelation would have on Princess Charlene. For Charlene, who had already been rumored to be struggling in her marriage, the news was devastating. Though the palace was quick to dismiss the claims as rumors, the damage had been done. The cheating scandal had not only cast a shadow over Albert's reputation, but also over Charlene's marriage. As more details began to emerge about Albert's alleged affairs, the situation worsened. In the years following their marriage, several women came forward, claiming to have had relationships with the prince both before and during his marriage to Charlene. These women painted a picture of a man who, despite his royal duties and public persona, had lived a private life far removed from the fidelity expected in a marriage. Princess Charlene's reaction to the revelations was initially quiet. As a member of Monaco's royal family, She had long been accustomed to maintaining a composed public image, regardless of what was happening behind closed doors. In the months following the initial cheating scandal, Charlene continued to perform her royal duties, attending public events and appearing alongside Albert in carefully staged photo opportunities. However, her strained expression and distant demeanor did not go unnoticed. In private, Charlene was reportedly devastated by the revelations. According to sources close to the royal family, she felt deeply betrayed by Albert's infidelity and struggled with the humiliation of having their marital troubles exposed to the world. Friends of the princess revealed that Charlene had confided in them about the strain the scandal had placed on her, describing how difficult it had been to navigate her new life as a royal while dealing with her husband's alleged affairs. There were even reports that Charlene had considered leaving Monaco, as the pressure of maintaining a public image amid the cheating scandal became too much to bear. The media attention surrounding the cheating scandal reached a fever pitch in 2020 when Princess Charlene made several high-profile trips to South Africa. Though these trips were ostensibly for charity work and personal health reasons, rumors began circulating that Charlene was distancing herself from Monaco and from Albert. Her extended stays away from the principality only fueled these speculations. Charlene's increasingly rare public appearances alongside her husband, coupled with her extended stays in South Africa, fueled speculation that the royal couple was on the brink of separation. In response to the growing media scrutiny, the palace in Monaco attempted to downplay the rumors, insisting that Charlene's trips to South Africa were purely for health reasons and that the royal couple remained committed to each other. However, the public remained unconvinced. Charlene's noticeable absence from key royal events, including Monaco's National Day celebrations, only added to the belief that the marriage was in deep trouble. The situation came to a head in 2021 when Charlene was hospitalized in South Africa due to a severe ear, nose, and throat infection. Her extended stay in South Africa, which stretched on for several months, sparked even more speculation about the state of her marriage. Media outlets reported that Charlene was reluctant to return to Monaco, with some claiming she had confided in friends about her desire to leave Albert permanently. These reports, combined with ongoing rumors of Albert's infidelity, painted a picture of a marriage on the verge of collapse. Throughout this period, Prince Albert maintained a public stance of support for his wife, repeatedly denying that their marriage was in trouble. He dismissed the cheating allegations as baseless gossip and insisted that Charlene's absence was solely due to health issues. However, the strain between the couple was evident when Charlene finally returned to Monaco in late 2021. She appeared visibly frail and emotionally drained. While the palace released statements assuring the public of her recovery, it was clear that the toll of the cheating scandal, combined with her health struggles, had left an indelible mark on the princess. Charlene's health issues first came to light in early 2021 when she traveled to South Africa. What was initially presented as a routine visit soon revealed that she was facing serious health challenges. She was diagnosed with a severe ear, nose, and throat infection that required multiple treatments. Charlene's health issues continued to complicate her situation as she underwent several surgeries and was unable to fly back to Monaco for months. During her extended stay in South Africa, she was hospitalized multiple times, and her recovery was slow and difficult. While the palace maintained that her absence was solely due to health reasons, many began to speculate that there was more to the story. Charlene's long separation from her family, particularly during such a challenging time, raised questions about the true state of her marriage. This was not the first time the princess had spent significant time away from Monaco, but the persistent rumors of Prince Albert's infidelity and reports of her unhappiness in the royal household led many to believe that her physical health struggles were compounded by the emotional turmoil she was enduring behind the scenes. Sources close to the royal family revealed that Charlene had been deeply affected by the rumors of Albert's affairs, particularly the allegations that he had fathered yet another illegitimate child. For a woman already struggling to find her footing in a high-profile royal role, the public revelations of infidelity felt like a crushing blow. Charlene, who had always maintained a dignified silence about her personal life, found herself at the center of a media storm, with every aspect of her marriage under intense scrutiny. When she did return to Monaco for brief visits, she appeared visibly frail. The once confident and athletic princess now seemed fragile, with many noting that her radiant smile had all but disappeared. The woman who had once captivated the world with her grace and poise now appeared lost under the weight of her personal struggles. The emotional turmoil Charlene was facing also had a significant impact on her role within Monaco's royal family. As her public appearances became less frequent, the palace was forced to downplay her absence, but it was clear to observers that she was struggling to cope. Behind closed doors, Charlene reportedly found it difficult to confide in those around her. Sources indicated that she felt increasingly isolated, with long periods of separation from Prince Albert and the emotional strain of the scandal leaving her feeling even more distanced from those closest to her. As the months went on, Princess Charlene's time away from Monaco highlighted the growing divide between her and Albert, leaving her increasingly disconnected from her role as Monaco's princess. Despite the support of her close friends and family in South Africa, her health and emotional well-being became a topic of widespread concern. Though the palace continued to issue statements about her recovery, many questioned whether she would be able to fully return to her royal duties. Her public appearances had become few and far between, and by the end of 2021, it was clear that her struggles were far from over. The combination of her health issues and the emotional turmoil brought on by the cheating scandal had left her in a precarious position. Princess Charlene made a quiet but noticeable return to public life in late 2021. Her return was carefully orchestrated, with palace officials releasing public statements to quell rumors and reassure the public about her health. The statement read, "Princess Charlene has returned to Monaco to be reunited with her family. She will continue her recovery in the principality with the support of her loved ones." When Charlene made her first public appearance, there was a mixture of relief and concern. During a visit to a local children's charity, Charlene was noticeably quieter, and her interaction with the public was more reserved than before. Nevertheless, her return was seen as a positive step, signaling that despite her struggles, she was determined to resume her role as Monaco's princess. The road to rebuilding her image was not an easy one. Her prolonged absence had created a vacuum of speculation, which was filled with rumors about the state of her marriage. As a result, her return to public life was not just about resuming royal duties. It was about reclaiming her position within the public consciousness and reminding the world that she was still Monaco's princess, despite the scandal and the personal struggles she had endured. One of her first moves upon returning was to re-engage with her royal responsibilities, making her presence known and asserting her commitment to her role in the principality. Princess Charlene's charitable work had endeared her to the public before her absence, particularly her dedication to causes such as children's welfare, sports, and wildlife conservation. It was through this work that she sought to rebuild her connection with the people of Monaco. In interviews with those close to her, it became clear that Charlene viewed her charitable endeavors as a way to not only fulfill her royal duties, but also regain a sense of purpose and strength after such a difficult period. Her return to public life was a delicate balancing act. On one hand, she sought to project an image of resilience, demonstrating that despite the scandal and health issues, she was still committed to her role as Monaco's princess. On the other hand, there was an undeniable sense that she was still recovering from the emotional toll of the past few years. In many of her public appearances, Charlene's subdued demeanor spoke volumes, reflecting the weight of her personal struggles even as she resumed her duties. As Charlene re-established her presence in Monaco, it became clear that the public remained largely supportive of her. While the scandal surrounding Prince Albert's alleged affairs had dominated the headlines for months, many admired Charlene for her grace under pressure and her commitment to moving forward. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life as Monaco's princess. However, the scandal and Charlene's prolonged absence cast a long shadow over Monaco's royal family, which had always been known for its glitzy image and glamorous reputation. Monaco had relied heavily on the public personas of its royals to maintain a positive image on the global stage. The unfolding scandal played a significant role in straining this carefully cultivated image, leaving Prince Albert and the entire royal family under intense public scrutiny. At the heart of the issue was the pressure on Prince Albert to maintain stability and respectability for Monaco's monarchy. As the ruler of one of the smallest yet wealthiest nations in the world, Albert had always been seen as a figurehead of both leadership and tradition. Princess Charlene was initially meant to reinforce the image of a strong and unified royal family. However, with the cheating allegations, rumors of illegitimate children, and Charlene's health battles dominating the headlines, Albert's personal life became a significant liability to the royal family's reputation. The scandal quickly took its toll on Prince Albert's standing both within Monaco and beyond. Despite making numerous public appearances during Charlene's absence, his role as both a husband and a monarch was continuously questioned. Speculation about the state of their marriage, combined with the ongoing cheating allegations, put immense pressure on Albert to address the rumors, both as a public figure and as the head of Monaco's royal family. For Prince Albert, the ramifications of the scandal went beyond just his personal reputation. Monaco's monarchy, though not political in nature, plays a critical role in maintaining the principality's global allure and economic power. The royal family, with its historic connections to figures like Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III, is a central part of Monaco's identity. Any scandal involving the royals threatens not only their personal standing, but also the country's brand on the world stage. The image of a glamorous, scandal-free royal family is a key part of what draws international attention and investment to Monaco. As such, the affair and the subsequent scrutiny of Albert's private life presented a challenge for the entire monarchy. Many in Monaco, including key business figures and political insiders, expressed concern about how the scandal could damage the principality's reputation and affect its ability to attract tourism and investment. With Charlene out of the public eye for an extended period, many also questioned her role within the royal family and what her future as Monaco's princess would look like. As the face of many of the royal family's charitable efforts and public engagements, Charlene's absence left a noticeable gap in the monarchy's presence. This absence fueled further speculation about the stability of the royal family and whether Charlene would eventually return to her duties or continue to remain distanced from her royal responsibilities. The scandal surrounding Monaco's royal family also led to growing scrutiny from international observers. As more details of Prince Albert's alleged affairs came to light, the world began to question the integrity of Monaco's monarchy and whether its carefully maintained image could survive such a public unraveling. Despite the challenges, Prince Albert made efforts to restore the monarchy's image. His continued public appearances, both in Monaco and abroad, were attempts to demonstrate stability and continuity. Known for his work in environmental conservation and international diplomacy, he leaned heavily on these roles to remind the public of his responsibilities beyond his personal life. However, the damage had already been done, and rebuilding the royal family's image would take time and effort. Looking to the future, the question remains: can Monaco's royal family recover from the scandal, and what does this mean for the next generation of royals? There is a growing sense that Charlene's strength and perseverance through adversity have garnered her a new level of respect, both within Monaco and internationally. She is no longer seen merely as a glamorous figurehead, but as a complex, multifaceted woman who has faced immense pressure and personal pain while continuing to fulfill her royal obligations. This shift in perception may allow Charlene to carve out a new role for herself within the monarchy, one less tied to traditional expectations and more focused on the causes that matter most to her. Charlene's future will likely depend on how she chooses to balance her public duties with her personal needs. The princess has proven that she is capable of enduring difficult times with grace, and the public's ongoing support suggests that there is still a great deal of goodwill for her as she moves forward. Whether she chooses to remain a central figure in Monaco's royal life or takes a step back to focus on her health and family, Charlene's resilience will continue to define her legacy. The future may be uncertain, but one thing is clear: she has emerged as a powerful symbol of perseverance, capable of overcoming both the pressures of royal life and the personal challenges that have tested her along the way. As Monaco's royal family looks to the future, Charlene's path will likely reflect her ongoing dedication to her role, her family, and the people who have stood by her through it all. Do you think this was just a speed bump, or is the royal couple in serious trouble? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. We'd love to hear them. For now, we're out of here. Catch you in the next video.